So before we get started with the video, I just want to go ahead and say that I officially have a supported creator code now. So if you would like to support me, just go over to the item shop, press supported creator down in the bottom right, and then type in my code. My code will be on the screen now. It is spelled myfii. Go ahead and press accept. You will see a green check mark pop up, and then in the top right, it should look like this. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on how to have little to no bloom whatsoever with inside of Fortnite Season 9. A ton of pros use the tips that I'm about to give you, so keep that in mind as I got this directly from them. But before we get started with the video, I just want to go ahead and say that if you guys are new around here, make sure you do go ahead and subscribe, as this is exactly what I post on the channel. Tips and tricks, leaks, little glitches here and there, news updates, pretty much just keeping you guys up to date on everything Fortnite related. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you do go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on one of my videos. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the tutorial. So step number one is going to be to watch out for which guns you are using. Pretty much what this means is that some guns just naturally have more bloom than others. It's kind of a way to balance them out. For example, the Scar is a good gun. It has really good bloom and you're really not going to run into too much problems with it. But when in comparison to the AK has much more damage. You're going to find them much more often, but when it comes to their bloom is all over the place. If you've ever sprayed an AK, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, pretty much just watch out for which weapons you are using. If you know that you're not good at controlling bloom, or if you're just now getting started with trying to control your bloom, I would stick with a normal assault rifle, as that is going to be your best way to start out and the weapon that has one of the lowest blooms in the game. Now moving on to number two, this is going to be to never spray an entire clip at an enemy. If you guys have ever sprayed an entire clip at an enemy and you wonder why only like half your clip hits them, it's because the bloom is going everywhere. Even if you are using just the normal assault rifles or the Scars, the bloom will still get out of hand and you will probably hit only about 50% of your magazine. Plus, whenever you spray, it takes a whole lot longer for your one-shot accuracy to reset, which really helps you out in sticky situations. So just never spray an entire clip at an enemy, as all it's really doing is just kind of wasting your ammunition and you're not even going to hit them half of the time. Now moving on to number three. Number three is going to be that crouching makes one-shot accuracy reset faster. So if you guys did not know this, and I know a lot of people don't know this, the reason you see a lot of pros crouching whenever they take shots is because their one-shot accuracy resets, and also whenever your one-shot accuracy begins to reset, your bloom is also going to get tighter, so you have a higher chance of hitting the enemy. Pretty much crouching just forces one-shot accuracy to reset faster, so in return your bloom is better quicker, if that kind of makes sense. So you don't have to wait for it to reset, as in number two, if you sprayed an entire clip at an enemy, your bloom would take 5+ seconds to fully reset and for you to have one-shot accuracy again. Now moving on to number four. Number four is going to be tap firing will be more accurate and bloom will be almost non-existent. So pretty much if you tap fire an enemy, or if you see pros out here in scrims or anything like that tap firing at people, that's because whenever you tap fire, your bloom goes out for a second and then immediately locks back into one-shot accuracy or first shot accuracy. Pretty much what that's doing is that it's just allowing you to have much better accuracy and for you to almost always hit your opponent no matter what weapon you're using, especially with the AK. The AK is phenomenal if you learn how to tap fire it, because you will be hitting almost all the shots and you will be doing 70+ damage to the head as long as your accuracy is good enough. And finally, moving on to the last one. The last one is a bit of a different kind of tip. Pretty much if you take crouching and tap firing and you spam your crouch button up close on an enemy, so say you're getting pushed by someone that has a shotgun and you don't, and all you have is like an assault rifle or even a drum gun, pretty much what you want to do is you want to spam your crouch button while tap firing, and what that's going to do is that's going to make it more difficult for them to hit you because you're going up and down. And also their bloom is going to get the best of them as well if they're fully spraying at you, and you're going to be landing shots with the tap fire because you're having no bloom because of your tap firing and because you're going from crouch to standing. Even if you do spam your crouch button, you're still going to have better bloom, as just you crouching will just immediately speed up your bloom reset a whole lot. So what that's going to do is that it's going to make you more difficult to hit. your bloom's going to be better, your accuracy is going to be better, and they're not going to be able to hit you because their bloom is getting the best of them, and you're going up and down, so your character model and the actual place that they can hit you is constantly changing, so they really don't know where to aim. And yeah, that's pretty much just going to go ahead and wrap up the tutorial. Hopefully it did help you guys out. Pretty much just to reiterate, crouching is godly, tap firing is godly, and if you put the two together, you have one of the best combos in the game. Like, you just go and watch some scrims, go and watch a few pros stream, and you will see them crouching non-stop, you will see them tap firing non-stop, no matter which weapon they use, just because who wants to miss shots when you can eliminate enemies quicker by just crouching and tap firing? That's probably one of the best combos in the game. Whenever I learned how to do that, my KD went up, my wins went up, pretty much just my one-to-one gunfights. I had just more confidence going into the fight as I knew I wasn't going to be missing that many shots, because how many of you have gotten to a gunfight that you should have won, you had the upper hand advantage, and then bloom just literally just destroys you and there's nothing you could do? So if you guys are having problems with your bloom, just take all of these tips and just go into a creative match and just practice with the robots or just practice with some friends, and in no time you guys will immediately see your accuracy go up. And with that out of the way, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.